Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So let's get into it. I wonder if I should have zoomed in a little more. Let me see if I can reach it. Okay, that's a little better. All right, so today we is going to talk about these babies right here. I have the trifecta. I should reach the other one from here. There we go. I have the trifecta. So I have all three of the authentic Louis Vuitton key pouch, key clay, key whatever you want to call it. Some people use these for their keys. Some people use these for coins. Some people use these as little mini catch-alls. I don't know what in the hell I could fit in here as a catch-all. Nothing. Never tried it. Some people also use these, like myself, use these as little wallets, especially in smaller bags. They're so thin, they're so small, and you can fit quite a few cards in here. So I was very eager to get all three between 2019 and early 2020. I managed to collect all three. Now, I had all of these stored in the dresser drawers. Hopefully you've seen my updated boutique video by now, so you know kind of like how the layout is as far as my bags and my SLGs and pouches and stuff. But I had all of these stored in the drawers with the wallets because essentially that's how I was using it. And I put like each one closest to like the matching print, like my Victorine wallet in monogram sat next to this. My Rosalie coin pouch sat next to this. Long story short, everything was in one drawer. All the leather wallets, the canvas wallets, the the Louis Vuitton pouches and wallets, everything was all in one drawer. I don't know what happened. I literally do not know what happened. That dresser is not in excessive sunlight. It's not near any water or moisture. It's out in the open, up in this kind of open area of the, second level of the house. So it's plenty of air, and the back of the dresser is not even attached. Like, we pulled the whole back of the dresser off so that it gets any extra air it might need, since things are in drawers. Now, y'all know dressers are closed off, but not really closed off. Like, there's some room in between each drawer, and then there's some room on each side in addition to the back being open. So I don't know what happened. However, let me get this one away from these before it's not smelling right. These don't smell right. I don't even know how to explain the smell. It doesn't smell like poop or bad breath, or I'm just trying to think of things that stink, or like old food. I don't even know how to describe it, y'all. It just has kind of like a sour smell to it. So I pulled this one out on our last cruise, or before the last cruise, and I stuck my main cards, the room card, and then a little bit of cash folded up in here, and I was using this as my wallet in addition to another little card holder. What in the world is that? Anyway, I was using this as a wallet, and I noticed when I pulled it out and opened it, it's funny, I didn't really notice it when I first pulled it out the drawer, but as I, took it, put it in the purse, whatever, the first time I pulled it out, I was like, what is that smell? And then like I pulled the actual cash out, and I was like, why does my cash smell like this? And so I had, hubby smell it, Jazz smell it, Kent, Mally smell it, and everybody was like, yeah, no, some ain't right, some ain't right. So I don't know what happened. I really don't. I don't know what happened. I thought maybe I could clean it, so I tried things you guys probably wouldn't try. I'm a little daredevil. I done put a whole bag in the washing machine before. I tried things like, Clorox Lysol wipes. I tried a warm wet washcloth with like some Dawn dish detergent. I was kind of doing some research, and people were saying that it could possibly be mold, and I'm like, how the hell did it get molded? Like, I don't even have it near water. So I don't know, you guys. It wasn't in, like I said, any kind of enclosed space. So I did everything I could think of to try and get these clean and to get these smelling right. Not that they were dirty, but I thought, well, maybe there's some residue or something on it. The Damier Bean one, or DE print I like to call it, definitely looks worse on the inside. Let me try to show you guys. It looks worse on the inside than the Azure one, and I'm going to explain why in a second. Remember, I just told you I was a little daredevil. So this is what the inside of them look like. This one has so much more wrinkling and bubbling in here than this one does, but First, let me tell you the end story. Louis Vuitton basically told me to kiss their ass. There's nothing they could do about it. Okay. All right. So now we get into the story. So I tried everything to clean it. I even read online that it could be mold and that, you know, wiping it with some apple cider vinegar might help. Well, y'all know, like I said, I'm a little daredevil. So my ass, I'll put the whole thing in some apple cider vinegar. I literally put some apple cider vinegar and a little bit of warm water in one of those like shallow Tupperware, something I could easily throw away. And I just literally opened it, put it in there, and y'all, I left this thing in there, I swear, like 2 or 3 days. And then I did the same thing with this one. Nothing worked. The smell was the exact same. Nothing worked. And I just did not want anything that I put in here to smell like that. So needless to say, that's when I went ahead and took some pictures, emailed Louis Vuitton, asked them, hey, I don't know what's up. This is what it looks like. I would like a repair, a replacement, whatever you want to do. This is not normal, and this shouldn't be happening in the time frame that I've had it, and I haven't done anything to damage it. And they basically were like, kiss my ass, you're on your own. So I decided to go even bigger from there. I decided to put them inside of one of those. I should have brought it over here. You know those little mesh bags that you can put things in to put in the wash machine so they don't get like thrown all around, or if they need to be going delicate or something, you can put in those little bags. Anyway, I put them in there. I left them open, and I put them in the wash machine. Like I said, I'm a little daredevil. I put a whole bag in the wash machine before. If you're not new here, y'all know I put that authentic Louis Vuitton LV, I want to say it was called an Estrella. I might need a new phone screen, y'all. Look a little foggy. Anyway, Estrella GM bag in the wash machine to get out a scent that a seller did not disclose before I bought the bag, and it actually worked. So after doing all the normal like topical white clean soap, apple cider vinegar soaks, all of that, and nothing worked, I thought, well, the hell with it, put in the wash machine. So I put in the wash machine. We use Tide Sensitive, the white bottle, for everybody's clothes, for different skin reasons, irritations, especially the kids, eczema, things of that nature, and it works like a dream. Like neither one of them have had an eczema breakout in I don't even know how many years now. So anywho, long story short, washed it in there, washed it on delicate. I put it inside of one of those little mesh bags, cold water, and nothing happened. It didn't get damaged, it didn't get clean, it didn't smell better, it just was not the same. So nothing changed, it was still the same, excuse me. So I decided, all right, well, a couple more rounds. I must have washed this thing like 5 different times in the wash machine. Nothing happened. So then I had this idea, well, you know those little organza bags, like the little sheer mesh ones? If you guys have ordered any charms from Charmed by Carmen, and Carmen Hawkins here on YouTube, then you know the little bag that she sends the charm in, one of those. So I decided to take, I had some smaller ones, I took one of those, I filled it up with those little laundry scent boosters. I use the Dreft scent boosters, the pink brand that's used for like babies, like baby, they have baby detergent, scent boosters, all stain remover, all kind of stuff strictly for baby clothes, which is essentially super sensitive. So that's what we use for our scent boosters. I don't use like Downy or Gain or like Tide scent boosters. I just use the Dreft. One, I love the scent, y'all. I am a huge fan of anything that's like a powder smell. But two, the fact that it's sensitive, it still, you know, puts in the beautiful scent into the clothing, but it also still allows for it to not have any extra dyes or debris or perfumes or anything, so it doesn't irritate anybody's skin. But anyway, I filled the little organza bag up, I put it inside of here, and I zipped it up. I left it closed for like a good week. And I took it out, smelled it, no freaking change whatsoever. So I thought, all right, well, let's just pour them straight in here. Like, let's just literally pour the little scent boosters right in here, no organza bag, leave it in there for a couple more days and see what happens. So I tried that, no change, literally no change, you guys. I spent probably, I know we're in June, our last cruise was in September, and that's when I learned this one went left. So I had to have spent a good 3 months. No, because you got to count October, November. Wow. Okay, so I spent probably about 4 or 5 months. I don't remember exactly. Anyway, I've owned these replacements for about a month now. So I spent a good 5 months pondering, do I really need a trifecta? I already knew for a fact I was not about to buy these brand new. The new, updated, whatever you want to call it, increased price, fuck no. I already knew that wasn't going to happen, period. Even though I love these, even though I love the way I use them, like initially I would use them as hand sanitizer holders. I would put the Bath & Body Works hand sanitizer in here, put it upright, hang it from, you know, the outside of the bag, and it looked really cute. I never had an issue with it spilling or changing the color of the canvas on the outside or the inside or anything. I never had any problems, and I hadn't used these as, you know, back charms slash hand sanitizer holders in well over a year, y'all. And I've done it with all three, the monogram as well. And the monogram is the only one that has some damn act right. It's the only one that smells like canvas when you get it from the store. So anywho, after I tried everything, I gave up and I decided these are just pretty much trash. But I decided not to toss them. I decided to use them as decoration. So currently I have the DE one in the Babe Cave, where I have that Speedy 25 bandolier that I got from the Gate. That is not a great rip at all. So I use it as decoration, and then I just decided to just stand this right in front of it and just leave it zipped up and use it as decoration. Fortunately, even though this on the inside does not smell very great, it has not caused the room to smell different or, you know, give me any problems as far as you know, the smell or anything. So that's what I decided to do with that one. With this one, I hadn't really decided where I could put it yet. I considered putting it right next to it. I may still do that, but recently, over the last few weeks, I just had it over here on my 4 cube shelf that I added, which I think I added before. Yeah, I added it after the boutique video. So whenever I do the charm video, I'll definitely show you guys that, how it's, you know, currently set up. But I just kind of had it standing up on the bottom of that little stand just because, like I said, I wanted to keep it and not throw away, but at the same time it's like, okay, well, where am I going to put it? So I say all that and tell you guys all that backstory to say that I am not happy with the customer service from Louis Vuitton. I'm not happy with the fact that something that's this little and tiny and expensive at the price that I paid back in 2019, 2020, which I don't even remember what it was. I want to say 200 something. I just feel like there's no reason this should have went left the way that it did and so soon, especially without any water damage, any sun exposure, sun damage, like nothing happened to it. It wasn't in an airtight space where there's no circulation. Like nothing happened where that should have happened, especially since no other item in the entire dresser, not the drawer these was in, not the upper drawer, the lower drawer, no other drawer with any other item, both LV, you know, Coach, Dooney & Burke, you know, Michael Kors, all other brands, nothing else had the problem but these two. Literally, mind you, they were like in the same row with each other, and then the monogram was also in the same row. And the monogram is fine. Somebody make it make sense. If my entire drawer went left, I'd be like, oh shit, maybe it is a circulation issue. Maybe it is, I don't know, the steam coming from the kid's bathroom traveling over to the dresser. You know what I mean? But for just 2 items to go left, it's like, that's bullshit, bro. Like, I'm still not happy about it. But anyway, I spent about 5 months trying to decide, 1, what to do with these, and 2, was it really a need for me to have this in my collection? And I'm one of those people that when I have something and then I lose it, I'm not happy until it's replaced. Like if I genuinely loved it, used it, had, you know, reason for it, made it functional, it was cute, it was decorative, whatever the case may be, when I lose something, I'm not a happy camper until it's replaced. Like it's just not going to happen. But again, I said I was not going to pay LV prices. So I reached out to my girl on Instagram and told her that I wanted to go ahead and purchase the If You Know You Know version. So I purchased the If You Know You Know version, and she told me, you know, in the initial message, she's like, hey, there's been a little bit of issues. The warehouse that was originally making them for me, you know, they were raided, they were shut down. So there's another company or another warehouse, whatever, that's doing it now. And she's like, I have to be honest, a couple people have ordered them, and when they came, you know, they were slightly off by shape. But what she really was stressing was how the chain was different. So I'm pulling it out to show y'all. She was stressing how the chain was different on here. This side is the authentic and this side is the If You Know You Know. But she was saying how the chain is different. It's not completely the same. It's not a complete match, but it's, you know, as close as that warehouse could get. And I told her, honestly, I could care less about the chain. Like, I'm fine with that. I don't care. And she said, well, the sizing of the whole thing is also a little bit different. I've noticed that it's like a little bit larger. It's a little bit, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I wouldn't say fatter, but it's not as thin as the authentic was. It has a little bit more space to it. And what else? Oh, the shape. I'll show you guys the shape. So if you notice on the bottom of the authentic one, it curves, like it's like a little bit of a curve here at the bottom, whereas on the If You Know You Know piece, it's more squared off. It's not really curved. And the way the picture looked, it looked like only one of the corners was squared off and one of the corners was kind of rounded. I don't know. But again, I just really wanted the piece. And it's really the print, you guys. I really enjoy having this in my bag with other DE pieces. When I'm in a, you know, straight LV mood, I like to put all the DE prints in the DE bag and all the mono prints in the mono bag, and sometimes even mix it up. But anyway, if you notice, the corners are different. So this is how the authentic looks on the bottom, and then you can see on the top how it's more of like a squared off shape. So it's that way on both corners. It's also that way on the DA piece as well. Same thing, the chain looks slightly different. The corner on the authentic is rounded, whereas the corner on this one is a little more squared off. And also, let me put this chain back inside. The zipper on the If You Know You Know is a lot more shiny. It's more like a bright gold. This one's If You Know You Know, and this one's authentic, so it's definitely a different color in the hardware. Of course, this zipper track is a little bit older, with it being the authentic one I had for a while. But if you notice, the length of the zipper is different. The If You Know You Know zipper is shorter, but then there's this extra material at the back here that's kind of poking out. Now on the side where the zipper is, there is supposed to be a little bit of space for the chain to come out. Again, they put a little too much space on this one, but on the other side it's a really big difference. So you definitely can tell them apart at first glance. It's not an A1 mirror quality, you know, perfect match by any means. But again, for me, it was important to have the pouch regardless. It was important for me to have the pouch, to have the print so that I can match with things, to be able to use it in all the different ways that I discussed. I have never, and don't think I could, even with this one being a little bit fatter and having like more space in it, I still don't think I could use this as a mini catch-all in any way. So I use mine, like I said, the new ones that I did get from my IG friend. I have used them so far as coin pouches, which I've shown in a recent What's in My Bag. I've used it as a mini wallet like I normally do, and essentially, or like a rollover wallet if I've got, you know, my other main cards and a card holder, one of the, you know, flat ones that's got like two spots on the front, 2 on the back, 1 at the top, or even something smaller than that, like the skinny mini ID from Coach typically only has, I think, 2 card slots on the back. And then ID window. So anywho, I like using these as basically forms of wallets. This go round, instead of using my authentic round coin purse, I just really wanted the DE to match when I was in the Neverfull and the Graceful recently. So I just decided to toss my coins in here and use it as that. So I am happy that I'm able to have these pieces in my collection and have replacements for these drama pieces, but I'm still a little upset that I spent what I spent back in 2019, 2020, and these aren't lifelong pieces. They're not something that I can use forever as long as I take care of them. In my mind, I think that I take care of them. I take care of my pieces. I don't, you know, throw anything around or cause any type of injury on purpose. Look at me, I'm a whole nurse talking about an injury. We talk about bags, I'm talking about injury. Anywho, y'all know what I'm saying. I can't believe that it happened. And so I don't know if this has happened to any of you. I don't know if this video is helpful. I hope that it is, especially if you're deciding to pick up these pieces and kind of thinking about how you'll be storing your things or where you keep them. Like I said, I don't think the way that I store my things caused this, because why is everything else in the dresser totally fine? But I don't know. I think these are great pieces. I don't think the current prices are, I don't think it matches what it is, what you're getting. It's not that serious, especially with it being canvas and not being leather and it being a very tiny piece. Like, the prices are just insane for some of these things. But if you're interested in getting this and you do want to, if you know piece, you definitely can hit me up on Instagram via DM and I will give you my friend's information. Or if you do want to purchase these authentic from LB, feel free. I definitely do recommend them. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So I don't think there's anything else that can be done to save these. However, if you've had this problem and you found something other than the things I've tried, and it worked, let me know, because I would be willing to try something else. But like I said, I tried all the things, y'all, all the things. I can't remember if I did the coffee ground trick. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think I did. But yeah, you guys, I wanted to talk about that. I mentioned that in another video that I would talk about that. And recently I was doing the comments under my videos, and someone had commented about, you know, their pouches going left. And I was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and get my little story out. Go ahead and tell what happened. So that's what happened, y'all. So not happy, but that's what happened. Life goes on, you know. It's just material things, right? So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful, especially if you're having the same problem, or if you've experienced it, or if you were thinking about buying it. I hope that this was helpful in you making your decision and trying different things to see if it does work. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.